Hi folks, this is Sue Bell from Network Empire, and I'm here today to talk to you about the new changes that we've just made to the killer keywords. This is on the deep inspection screen. Now these fields we've had here before, but these fields are now on a URL by URL basis instead of on the domain basis. So this allows you to see much more granularly what you're actually up against. So let's just take a really quick look here. I've drilled into Austin Plumbers, and it's in the locale of Austin, and these are the results that come back. And as you can see, I've got a few competitive sites in here. We've got Home Advisor and Reliant Plumbing, but we've also got Yelp, and then we've got an actual local guy in here, right? So actually, I suppose Radiant and Reliant are both local. So it kind of looks like it's hard to break into the number 1 and number 2, or possibly even the number 3 position, because those are all national level sites. But let's look here and see what's really going on. While the domain authority is really pretty good with those 3 sites, you can see the page authority is, like, at least for the top 2 sites, not really anything to write home about. And as you look at the trust and citation flow, there's really nothing going on here with these 2 sites. Minimal number of backlinks. There's some backlinks to the number 1 spot, but it's not like huge. If you've got a reasonable number of citations, you're going to have that. And that kind of shows you that what Radiant Plumbing here has done, what they've done is like just complete and total overkill. You can succeed to get in the number 1 spot with much fewer backlinks. Even the number 4 spot's got much fewer backlinks. So so this really helps you to kind of see what it is that you're up against. So I can see here by the number of backlinks, by the number of referring domains, just a good battery of citations is probably going to get me up here above the fold. And then to like reinforce those citations with some backlinks, and I've got a real solid chance at getting in to the top 5 spots somewhere, and then working my way up to position 1 or position 2. So this is what it's intended to do, is to like really help you hone in on what your specific competition is when you're looking at a keyword, particularly on the local level, where you're, or just, you know, where you're up against some of these massive sites, for you to really understand what it is that they've got going on. Now, one of the interesting things with Home Advisor is that they've got a lot of related pages. Probably to plumbing. It's probably not all Austin Plumbers. I can't imagine that there's 739 Austin Plumbers that are in Home Advisor. Actually, maybe there are, because the keyword is actually Austin Plumbers, so it is actually looking for that phrase, Austin Plumbers. So maybe they have got, you know, a lot of, they put maybe a testimonial on each individual page and that kind of thing. So maybe they do have a lot of pages around that topic. But because you've got competitors in here with much less content, you're certainly not required to come up with that just in order to be able to justify the top slots. So all right, so that's an idea of what's going on. Just so you know, if you've drilled into something before, we had to change the database around. We wanted to make sure that you weren't going to get confused by the data that you were looking at on a national level versus or on a domain level versus the new data that you're looking at on a URL level. So we blanked the old data out, and you can just re-drill those keywords, and it'll come back with the new data. All right, that's the update we've got for you guys. Sue Bell from Network Empire. Thanks, everybody.